What is poppin', guys? You got your coach of the Chimp Chargers here for our week 4 team analysis of the GBA. This time we're going to be taking on the San Francisco GiEnteis, coached by gym leader Gio. He has a team of Tapu Fini, Salamence, Arcanine, Conkeldurr, Ferrothorn, Gengar, Bronzong, Heliolisk, Umbreon, Rhyperior, and a Gyarados. The list should appear to your right momentarily. Now, if you take a look at his team, he has a pretty solid team matchup versus my team. He has Pokemon that can deal with my rain, such as Tapu Fini. He has Ferrothorn, which both of them can do really well versus my rain abusers. Heliolisk there, which has Dry Skin, can work well in the rain by being able to heal up with a Dry Skin, and of course being immune to water type attacks. And he also has a Gyarados, which is pretty bulky overall, can be a threat versus my rain. In general, just a threat overall. So I feel like, the best approach going into this match is not to bring rain once again. So let's see how he prepares for that. Now, he also has threats such as Salamence. Like I said, Gyarados is a threat. He's also got Salamence, which is his Z Crystal user, so we do have to watch out for that as well. Just a lot of hard hitters on his team. I can see, for instance, he's also got Conkeldurr, which can hit really hard, and Rhyperior, which can hit really hard as well if he predicts me not to bring rain. He also has the potential to bring Trick Room as well. Like, I didn't really consider too much. I guess I kind of prepared for Trick Room in an event for last week with Curse Muck, but this is a clear example of a team that can definitely work with Trick Room. I can see, for instance, Bronzong, Conkeldurr kind of gives it away right there with Rhyperior. So we'll see how that works out. I'm thinking that he'll either bring more of a balanced team or something with that, but we'll see for sure. Now, looking at my team here, so I started with the first Pokemon. I wanted to bring a Pokemon that could sort of beat some of his more offensive, fast-paced threats. So I have here Empoleon, Shuca Berry Empoleon, Stealth Rock's 3 attacks. This thing is basically a lure Empoleon. So I've designed this thing in order for us to be able to take a hit from a +1 Salamence or a +1 Gyarados. We have the Shuca Berry to take the Earthquake. We're even able to take like Groundium Z Earthquake from Salamence, so that's pretty nice there with our defense and stuff. And we have some good special attack investments, so Ice Beam will be able to destroy Salamence, while HP Electric can blow back Gyarados pretty well. So that's pretty fun there with this Empoleon set here, which is just able to deal with those 2 Pokemon. And of course, the rocks will be nice to chip away at his Stealth Rock weak Pokemon, being the Salamence. And of course, he also has an Arcanine too, which I don't really see him bringing, but it could. He might bring it. You never know. He might bring it for sure. And of course, Gyarados. Rocks are really nice versus Gyarados, just to chip away at his team. So that's gonna be pretty fun if we can do that. Even though he has a Tapu Fini, I think Rocks are just better overall to get up, because here's the thing, right? I went with Rocks over Defog because Tapu Fini will probably be pressured to it'll probably want to defog anyways, so I might as well just get up Rocks and just let Tapu Fini defog. So that's why I have that. And Scald, of course, is there, just a nice stab move. Hits Arcanine, hits Rhyperior, and other stuff like that. Can burn things if the terrain's not there anymore. So that's our first Pokemon that we got here to start us off. Now, our next Pokemon that I decided to bring was a Magnezone with Magnet-Pull this time. So I'm actually bringing Magnet-Pull. So he actually has 2 steel types. He's got Ferrothorn and he's got Bronzong. So both of those Pokemon can get trapped really nicely by Magnezone. The only problem is, right, that number one, they could run Shed Shell potentially, so I do have knockoff users in the back just in case. If you recall, in week 2 when I faced Pokemon of the Pelipper's, he had Shed Shell Skarmory, but I was literally able to knock that off pretty early in the game. So I feel like, he has a Ferrothorn, he has a Bronzong. I'll try to knock it off early on and trap it with Magnezone. And this Magnezone set, right, we have Sub-Magnet Rise with Charge Beam and Flash Cannon. So we got 76 special attack with Modest. That gives us the potential to, at +6, OHKO his entire team with Flash Cannon, so that's pretty fun there. Or anything that Charge Beam can't hit, I guess, or OHKO, Flash Cannon does. So that's cool, and it's got a lot of bulk. It's got a lot of defense here, so we're going to be invested to take hits from Gyro Ball, from Power Whip and stuff, not get our sub broken. And that's going to be super useful. And we got Magnet Rise as well, right? Because think about it. If he doesn't bring Shed Shell on either Bronzong or Ferrothorn, he's probably going to have some tech on it, like Bulldoze Ferrothorn can be a potential, or Earthquake Bronzong is probably more standard. But yeah, Magnet Rise will be faster. We'll be able to take advantage of those, and we can set up Magnet Rise, trap stuff, sub up, and raise our special attack with Charge Beam, Flash Cannon things to death. So Magnezone here is going to be really useful, especially if we knock off the Shed Shell, if there is Shed Shell, that is. and I think he can put in a lot of work here. So Magnus is going to be the second Pokemon for this team. He actually puts in a decent amount of work, getting off hard hits on his team. Now the next Pokemon we got here is a Pokemon that I've taken off the bench, bringing for week 4, introducing to you all Tech Support, also known as Virizion. So Virizion here with the Life Orb, we're bringing Swords Dance 3 attacks, and the reason is because, okay, let's take a look here, right? Take a look at Virizion's coverage, you know. Now take a look at his team. He's got Tapu Fini gets blown back, Salamence blown back by Stone Edge. Everything on his team is getting destroyed by this Pokemon here. Even Gengar, like Life Orb Stone is gonna do a ton to that. After SD, we can OHKO Conkeldurr with our Life Orb. We can OHKO Pokemon like Arcanine, I'm pretty sure, like offensive ones. Defensive, I don't know. Maybe after Rocks, I think we can OHKO it after. We'll be at like +1 Intimidate or something. Leaf Blade is so nice for the Rhyperior, for the Umbreon, for the Heliolisk, which we can check really well with this thing because of its high Spadef. This Virizion set is just so nice versus his team. I am expecting it to put in a lot of work, and hopefully it does, because you know it's a new member of the team, so we're taking him off the bench. So Virizion here is going to be of course nice tech support coming through with the 3 attacks Swords Dance, and I feel like it puts in a ton of work looking at his coverage. Hopefully I'll be right about that. Let's go over the last 3 members of the team here. So we got Muck, Lando T, and Alakazam. So let's start off with Muck here. The reason that I'm bringing Muck once again, nice Figgy Berry set. It's of course the most reliable set that I've been running so far, and it's been putting in a ton of work in the league format. I'm really happy that I was able to I guess show it off and make it work, make it dangerous. Now I'm probably going to be known for for the Muck. Nice custom Eevee spread that I made. So with Knockoff, you know, Knockoff is a great move, a great move that can just get rid of items. It's able to just get rid of, like, you know, stuff like leftovers, prevent Pokemon like Tapu Fini from healing, get rid of Shed Shell from Ferrothorn, get rid of any items like Lumberries or anything like that. Gonna be useful for those kinds of things. Poison Jab can hit Tapu Fini super effectively. Shadow Sneak for priority in case we're not able to knock off something. We're not able to knock out something. We can pick it off with a Shadow Sneak, which will be really useful, especially since it is the only form of priority on our team right now. So yeah, that's the only form of priority that we're using on this squad here. So Shadow Sneak could come in handy potentially, so we'll see how that works out. And of course, we got Pursuit. So Pursuit here, the reason is that, okay, so the main reason that I'm bringing Muck is because Gengar is a really big threat. I don't want Gengar to rip apart my team with Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, etc., or Focus Blast, Thunderbolt. Can do a lot of things, so bringing Muck will be able to allow me to trap that, prevent him from doing anything with Gengar, Pursuit, and just eat it up. So it's gonna be pretty fun there. Plus it can also Pursuit trap Heliolisk. I'm thinking that, you know, he's probably gonna be bringing Heliolisk a lot. All the manalists saying that fast electric types beat my team. We're gonna have to go ahead for another 3rd week in a row, show that the electric types aren't gonna be doing much to us. So we'll see how that works out, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So Muck here can really just it sponges hits really well. I know they're all saying, you know, I don't have a wall on my team and whatnot. I mean, I have Pokemon that will take hits. Plus, I'm bringing offense, so I mean, you don't really run walls on offense. Just so you guys know. But anyways, so Muck can do really well here to sponge hits and just deal with a lot of his team. And it's a very offensive Pokemon because it is a 4 attack set here. Now we also got a Landorus Therian, which is a Choice Scarf user. I love bringing Choice Scarf Lando T versus Pokemon that pack fast electrics because it's just a nice way of dealing with it. Like for example, Geo's got a Heliolisk on his team, so it's going to be faster than that, and we're going to be able to knock it out with Earthquake. Knockoff is great, you know, being able to hit Bronzong, knock off other items like Shed Shell in case, you know, in case Muck can't get the job done. Stone Edge is great because this thing can still check Gyarados, +1 Gyarados, right? We're faster than it with our Lando T. We can knock it out with Stone Edge. Intimidate's a great ability because we're able to lower the attack of Salamence, Conkeldurr. Just, I guess, sort of weaken attacks that come our way on the physical side. And U-Turn's that great momentum to get into a threat such as Virizion, or trap a Pokemon like Magnezone. Anything, or sorry, not trap a Pokemon with our Magnezone. Anything like that. So we'll see how that goes. So Lando T, I feel like, is a great Pokemon for this team. So it's been putting a lot of work as well, and I'm happy that it, you know, it's really putting the team together. We our final Pokemon that we got here is gonna be Alakazam. Bringing back Alakazam here. Nice reliable Focus Sash Pokemon there. Check in the back. This is the ultimate check versus his team. All right, I built the ultimate check here. So we got Psychic. You know, Psychic standard move, hits literally pretty much everything on his team bar the Steel types and the Dark type. We got Energy Ball here. Energy Ball hits, no, Tapu Fini pretty hard. Hits Rhyperior really hard as well. In case he decides that he wants to bring Trick Room, which is potential, you know, because he does pack Bronzong and Conkeldurr and Rhyperior, so he could potentially bring Trick Room, even though, you know, even though we kind of bodied it last week with our Curse Muck. So he might bring that, so we have a check to that as well. HP Ice is there for the Salamence, and can counter everything that hits on the physical side. So counter here, let's say for instance, let me give a scenario for example, okay? Empoleon, nice Shuckaberry Empoleon here, sets up, well, it goes for like an Ice Beam on a +1 Mence as it goes for like an Earthquake or something, knocking us, or knocking out our Shuckaberry because we eat it up and we get a little bit weakened there. Then later on in the game, you know, let's say he, for example, brings Mence plus Gyarados and sets up a D-Dance with Gyarados. Let's say our Empoleon can't take both of the pressure too much, gets knocked out. We got here nice Alakazam with counter, blow it back with that counter. So it's just another check pretty much in order for us to not get destroyed, is what I'm, I guess, trying to go for here. And it does really well versus his team overall in general. So just another Pokemon that can check stuff. And then that's pretty much the team. So I'm thinking we can do really well with this squad. Hoping that we can come through here and cop another W. Let me know what you guys think, of course. I feel like this is a very optimal team versus him. And I know Gio's going to try to bounce back. I think he's been on an L streak right now. So we got to make sure that he stays the L master. It's my boy though. It's my boy for sure. But yeah, we'll see how we can do with this team. And it should be a very fun match versus Gio. He plays pretty well as also. So we'll see if we can come through. And hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, looking forward to hearing from you all. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the battle going up 24 hours from this video. So hope you all are excited. GBA is gonna be lit this week. Hopefully, I'll see if we can cop a W. We'll try to stunt with this team. We'll try to stunt here. Okay, I'm feeling confident with this team because of the Pokemon that we got here versus his team. But we'll see. You know, we can go either way because he has a very good matchup versus me. So hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.